The most disappointing thing about Alien Romulus is that it's so close to being a pretty good Alien movie. It's a return to the roots of the franchise in both the best and worst ways.
You have my sympathies.
Cool new ideas, dragged down by bad fan service and a truly awful ending. I really wanted to like it, but like so many other modern franchises, it's stuck in the shadow of its own legacy. Why am I talking about Romulus and not the new series that just wrapped up its first season? I just don't have that much to say about Eyeball Octopus Earth, with special guest star the Xenomorph from Alien. It was fine, I guess. I might check it out in a couple of seasons. Maybe something will have actually happened by then.
Keep an eye on this.
Watching Alien Earth made me want to give Romulus another chance. And sadly, it didn't win me over the second time either. That being said, let's start with the good, because there's a bunch of it. It's always nice to return to chunky, analog, claustrophobic sci-fi. The production design is a lovely homage to the heavy industrial aesthetic of the series. The physical sets were built with an incredible attention to detail. This is the kind of fan service that is actually awesome, because it immerses you in the world and helps set the tone. It's impressively oppressive. A dark and gloomy corner of space where faceless industry chokes the life out of ordinary people.
Unfortunately, quotas have been raised to 24,000 hours, so you'll be released from contract in another 5 to 6 years. Thank you, and remember the company is really grateful for your ongoing service.
When the setting is this well realized, it's very easy to relate to the characters who want to escape.
Rain, I don't want to end up like our parents. Do you?
Speaking of the characters, Rain is a pretty cool protagonist. She's capable and determined, but with a vulnerability that makes her easy to root for.
They say Vaga has the most incredible sunsets.
I've seen them. In my dreams.
I didn't know there was this much green in the whole galaxy.
It's very Ripley, maybe a little too much, but her relationship with her android brother Andy is enough of a curveball to keep things fresh. It helps that Andy is easily the best character in the movie. And I'm not just saying that because of my own love for terrible dad jokes.
You hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He needed space. Maybe it's because I'm on this seafood diet. Seafood, I eat it.
Why'd the blind miner fall down the well?
Why?
Couldn't see that well.
Please don't encourage him.
Do you see those two weevils, Doctor?
I do.
Which would you choose?
I would choose the right-hand weevil. It has significant advantage in both length and breadth.
Do you not know that in the service, one must always choose the lesser of two weevils?
They're doomed.
Yes.
Andy's shift from endearing to unnerving, even sinister, is great. Romulus does a good job of making you second-guess his intentions after he gets his upgrade.
You almost closed the door on it.
Yes, but I didn't.
As for the rest of the cast, they're fine. Not a lot to go on, but I wasn't actively rooting for any of them to die, which is more than I can say for a lot of horror movies.
Jesse! No, wait!
I was even okay with Bjorn, the designated asshole.
So, Ray? Long time no see.
Sure, he was annoying, but he was also consistent.
How about you let's take Andy then?
I'm not sending my brother up there alone.
He's not your brother though, is he? Yo, shut the fuck It's true though, isn't it? He's not your brother, it's just where you damaged goods that your dad found in the trash. And that's all he is, Rain, so just where you go.
He hates androids, and has a very good, very personal reason for that.
Last cycle, there was a gas leak in the mines, so Synthetic made the call to seal them with Bjorn's mom still trapped inside.
So a lot of his bad behavior comes down to bullying Andy, or antagonizing Rain because of Andy.
Yo, what are you doing? You can't just leave it there, you gotta come back and get her.
Sorry, I can't do that until she turns that psychopath off.
My favorite parts of Romulus are the creative ways in which it plays with the franchise sandbox. A live X-ray chest burst? Awesome. trying to freeze a facehugger's tail so that you can detach it safely.
Get it up, get it up!
That's pretty clever, as is raising the temperature in a room full of facehuggers to try and sneak past them.
Run.
The zero-gravity acid hallway is absolutely diabolical, and I love it. I think a lot of the Alien movies after Aliens make the mistake of trying too hard to come up with all new stuff. Whether it's alternate versions of the xenomorph or entirely new creatures with their own rules and ways of killing. Franchises do need to innovate to avoid stagnation. But I also think there's merit in taking the xenomorph as is and just putting it in scenarios or locations that we haven't seen before.
It's a gravity purge!
A gravity purge is about to drop acid blood on the lowest deck of a space station, which will result in uncontrolled decompression. Now that's something I haven't seen in an Alien movie before, and it's the kind of clever, interesting problem that I want to see more of. I like it when horror has clearly defined rules.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
With the xenomorph, the fear of the unknown is no longer part of the equation. It's just too ingrained in popular culture for that. That doesn't mean that the fucker isn't scary. I know how they work, but there's fear and tension to be found in characters who also know that and have to come up with clever ways to work around it so that they can survive.
The parasitoids have no eyes. They track key by sound, but primarily by heat signature. Your body temperature.
If we raise the temperature in the room to match our bodies, would that make us invisible to them? If we're quiet enough?
Just one way to find out.
Long story short, give me more acid blood hallways and less human-alien hybrids, okay? Is that too much to ask? We'll get to Slender Man's weird nephew in a bit. First, let's talk fan service. I already mentioned that there's good kinds of fan service all over Romulus. See this cool vent? It's like the one in the video game, Alien Isolation. That's neat. If you know the game, you'll recognize it and go, huh, I know that. It's from the video game, Alien Isolation. That's neat. If you don't know that, then it's just a creepy vent. It still does its job. It's not distracting or out of place or insulting to life itself.
Get out.
Hello, horrible CGE in home. God, you're so awful and unnecessary.
I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies. Can't lie about your chances, but you have my sympathies.
Who is this for? Even if it looked good, which it fucking doesn't, and even if it wasn't a ghoulish act of corporate digital necromancy, which it fucking is, what is the actual point of Rook looking exactly like Kane from the original movie? What does it add to the experience? Nothing. It immediately pulls you out of the story, not just visually, but conceptually. And it's not even the only painfully unnecessary direct reference that hurts Romulus.
Get away from her. You bitch.
Why would Andy say that? I know why Ripley says it in Aliens.
Get away from her, you bitch!
It's iconic and badass. The natural evolution of her character from a traumatized survivor to a fearless action hero. But why does Andy say it? The circumstances are superficially similar. He's protecting his sister, Rain, and it's a triumphant moment in the fight against the xenomorph. But it's not the same thing. It's a weird, out-of-character thing for Andy to say. With or without the upgrade, he doesn't talk like that.
You sure you want to do this?
I have just one directive. To do what's best for Rain. And not believe that's what the creature is doing. No.
Andy?
Based on the rhythmic dilatation of those bladders and its synchronization to her breathing patterns, I'd surmise it's feeding her oxygen to keep her alive. For what purpose, I do not know. Get away from her. You bitch.
Did you ever see this really old movie, Aliens?
It would have made far more sense for Andy to make a terrible pun. What's the alien's favorite game? Chutes and ladders.
It's so bad.
How much did the alien pay for the elevator ride? Nothing. It was a free fall. Did you hear about the alien that lost all of its acid blood? It was pretty based.
Fool this man!
Not only would that have made sense, but also, no, sorry, just one more. We'll be fine, Rain. It's just a lion there. Instead, he says this.
Get away from her.
Only because Ripley said it.
You
bitch.
What could have been a cool moment is forever chained to the past.
I just find this shit so distracting. And I don't mean to be no fun allowed who doesn't like quoting aliens sometimes. But it happened enough here that it became worth bringing up. Because if the game is already this detailed, faithful recreation of the movie's setting, I assume they like the movie. It comes off as being desperate when it doesn't need to do this.
Speaking of being chained and having your essence consumed and regurgitated forever because you tried to give people something new, remember Prometheus? Because Romulus sure does.
This microorganism can be the most destructive pathogen ever observed. But acetylated and synthesized in our lab, I've turned it into the miracle Mr. Wayland died searching for. Prometheus Fire.
Trying to work in Prometheus lore in a movie that's heavily inspired by the original Alien films for its setting and tone is tricky. Fortunately, they were pretty subtle about it.
Prometheus Fire.
We already have a movie that tried to split the difference between Alien and Prometheus, and it was called Covenant. It didn't work there, and it sure as hell doesn't work here.
Watch me. I'll do the fingering.
They even do a suddenly giving birth to a horrible alien creature scene, just like in Prometheus.
Big things have small beginnings.
Oh, hell no!
What's interesting is that I never want to see both of those scenes ever again, but for very different reasons. The one in Prometheus is genuinely horrifying and disturbing, while the one in Romulus is stupid, and also dumb. Both times I saw Romulus, as soon as we got to this part, I completely checked out. It wasn't scary or interesting, it was dumb, and I just wanted it to be over. Also, it's ridiculous how fast both the hybrid and the xenomorph grow into full adults. No amount of they can accelerate their metabolism is gonna make me believe this shit.
11 minutes later.
With the xenomorph, the whole thing is just a weird, unforced error, because when they arrive on the station, they have 36 hours until it crashes.
What's wrong?
Just the belt's a bit closer than I thought.
How long?
It's 36 hours, give or take.
Till what?
Before the station crashes against the rings.
That would still be pretty fast for the alien to become an adult, but at least it's kind of plausible. I don't know why Romulus writes himself into a corner by imposing a much shorter deadline.
Minus 47 minutes to impact event.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, I thought you said we had hours.
The explosion pushed the station's axis off by a few degrees. Just enough to hit the asteroid belt a lot sooner.
There could have been any number of reasons to force the characters to wait 35 hours, giving the alien time to grow. Just say they can't leave without repairing their ship first. The painful fan service and the terrible ending really drag Romulus down, which is a shame, because when it's good, it's really fucking good.
It works.
Take away those things, and I'd honestly rate it pretty highly. Hopefully, the sequel is better and doesn't make the same mistakes.
Just one way to find out.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. For a small channel like mine, it goes a long way. Remember Prometheus? Remember Prometheus?